We're live and welcome to the Own It Show. I am Heatherly Chapman, your holistic performance and business coach. And I love to help people become the best versions of themselves and live out their dream lives so they're happy and fulfilled. Because I find that too many people are living a life that they do not love and it's not on their own terms. And how I help people do that is really through creating knowledge that I believe should be common, and a lot of it is uncommon. So that's why I'm so excited to have our special guest, Suzanne, today, who's going to be sharing with us certain tips and tricks, and we're really here to talk about women's health today. So I want to help female entrepreneurs understand they can be a mom, they can be a boss, they can be a CEO, they can be a multi-trillionaire, and have an excellent family and perfect health. And these are some tips and tricks that are going to help you get there. So Susanna, please introduce yourself, or Suzanne, I work with the Susanna. Suzanne, thank you so much for being here. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Heather. Thank you for having me on this show. I'm so excited to be here. So yes, my name is Suzanne Serfaty, and I am one of the co-owners and directors of The Womb, which stands for The World of My Baby. And we just opened last November in Vaughan. I'm also a mom of 2 little girls and obviously an entrepreneur opening this business. And I'm also a pre and postnatal personal trainer, and I help women. I specialize in restoring the core and the pelvic floor, working with people who might have diastasis or incontinence or pelvic organ prolapse or all of those things. But The Womb is actually much bigger than that. We are a whole integrative health and fitness center with a real special focus on everything to do with fertility, pregnancy, postpartum, babies, children, and family care. And so there's really like a huge variety of things that we do, but we are going to focus on just a couple of them today. And if you'd like to learn more, you can always check us out on our website after the show.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for being here. So for people that know, I actually started out as a registered kinesiologist. And that's when I learned about pelvic floor physiotherapy. And I thought how incredible and how many women could benefit from this. And it wasn't common. It's not a common thing that a lot of women do. So go ahead, tell us about that.
Yeah. So one of kind of almost like our tagline for that is like, just because it's common doesn't mean that it's normal. You don't have to be suffering. You don't have to be, leaking when you're in your 40s. There's a way to restore and repair after childbirth so that you can go on to do those more challenging exercises or the type of workouts that you want to do, or you can sneeze, laugh, cough, run, jump, and not have to worry about what might happen. So the first step in that is seeing a pelvic health physiotherapist. So they're essentially regular licensed physiotherapists with special training in the pelvic floor. And so they help work on anything to do with pain in that area. So like pelvic girdle pain, back pain, painful intercourse, doesn't have to be painful, diastasis recti, so that abdominal separation that can happen during pregnancy, or sometimes it even happens not during pregnancy. Prolapse is when the organs start to descend, or incontinence is when there's any leaking of urine. So the first step is to go see a pelvic health physiotherapist, preferably during pregnancy, but even postpartum, and they can help you, give you some release tension, or help increase the tone of your pelvic floor, help make sure that it's like symmetrical and in balance, and then give you some exercises to restore it and to strengthen it and to help with all of those things that I just mentioned.
And now also the women go through some other surgeries, like having their ovaries and things removed. And I know that has been huge. One of the clients that I worked with, having a pelvic floor specialist was huge, also to help with scar tissue.
Yeah, 100%. They do scar tissue massage, like not even just women who've had their ovaries removed. Like so many women end up having a C-section, and some of them are in pain, or they don't have feeling in that area, and the scar tissue massage can absolutely help with things like that as well.
And it's actually a big difference because it was, for a lot of my clients, it was causing a lot of nerve pain. Mm-hmm. And it started at that area, and then it impinges, right? It's that scar tissue gets adhered to the fascia, and then you impinge the nerve, and now their toes are numb, but they didn't realize it came from the C-section.
Yeah, and it all kind of relates back. Like, we really believe that pelvic health kind of relates to everything. Like, we work even with some dentists because sometimes like a tight jaw could be related to like a tight pelvic floor, and there's that connection, right? So yeah, they really are great, especially the ones that we have on our team, at focusing on kind of getting to the root cause of that pain, and helping with the nervous system, helping it relax, and make sure that you're doing some self-care.
I love that. Love, love, love. And it's so important, guys, please, for all the women out there who are having babies and, or maybe they've had one, check out a pelvic floor specialist, check out the womb, because guys, I can tell you this has made a massive impact for so many of my clients. And if we want to be high performers, we got to do the whole holistic view. And as we know, as she said, just because it's common doesn't mean it's normal, right? Absolutely not. I actually, one of my favorite sayings.
Women don't have to suffer. People don't realize. They come to us and they're like, wow, like I didn't even realize I've been, I might have been leaking urine for years. And then they come and they realize that there is a fix for that, and they don't have to live that way.
I love it. Love it. And so now with that, let's talk about the doula and your supports and your systems and what you guys do for women, because for all the entrepreneurs out there, you're building a human being inside of you, and you're building an empire.
It's pretty
to support them both.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we have a team. We have both birth doulas and postpartum doulas. So a birth doula can help just like educate you and empower you throughout your pregnancy, make sure that you know exactly what your options are so you are ready to make informed choice and have a plan. But also they can like kind of, just help you to understand that things might not always go quite as planned, and help support you and coach you through that. They can help with pain management. They can help make sure your partner's advocating for you and that they know what to expect. So that's amazing. They're just, I've given birth twice and I had a doula by my side both times. Wouldn't change it for the world. But what I really wanted to talk about was the postpartum doulas, because honestly, that's something that so many women don't even know exist. And they are like magical little fairy godmothers who just make it their job to take care of you. Like, as a mom, you're so busy taking care of, your husband and your kids and your house and your business and all of these things. And who's taking care of you? But in that initial postpartum period, when you need to be resting and recovering, our postpartum doulas, they can come, they will help you. They're experts there. They go through extensive training. They will help you with the baby with all safety protocols in place. They can be with the baby so you can like get yourself a nap or a shower or a meal. They can cook for you. They can play with older kids. They can help do the baby's laundry. They can help with basic breastfeeding support or emotional support if you might be going through stuff. So they're really just like absolutely an incredible investment in yourself so that you can have a little tiny bit of like your own mental health back. And ultimately their job is to be able to pass it off so that you're ready and empowered to like kind of take charge and get back to being yourself. But in that period, the days, weeks following childbirth, hiring someone to come provide that support in home is just totally like a game changer.
And I'm just curious, because for myself, I'm thinking, how long can you have them after? Because I think for myself, I think I would like them to stay for at least the first 6 months, if not a year. Forever, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it really depends. Like some people, a lot of our clients, just in terms of like what's realistic for them, a lot of them will start with maybe like a month of support postpartum. But then some people like really do like need that extra help and value it. It's just like an incredibly valuable service. So some people will do 2, 3, 6 months. It really depends. Every single family is different, and we will work with you and your family to make sure that we're providing the right kind of support for the amount of time that's appropriate for you.
And I love that. And I say that because I've had a lot of friends who've had babies, and I will go over for like a week at a time, for an hour or two at a time every week, so that they could take a shower, do their laundry, eat, go get their nails done, go out for a walk, go to the gym, do all the things for themselves. I did that with my sister as well, right? And I just feel like that support is so essential. Mm-hmm. But if you actually have somebody that's their job, and you can rely on them.
Because not everybody has a sister, and not everyone even has a mother to come and help them do those things that some people have the luxury of. So just knowing that that support is there and someone's going to come and nurture and take care of you. It's incredible.
I love that. And so speaking of nurturing, I know that food and nutrition, as being a nutritionist, is one of the key components for success in anything. From somebody who's recovered from multiple concussions myself, nutrition was the number one thing, non-negotiable for me. So go ahead and tell us about your nutritional services and anything else you think that would add in value for us today.
Yeah. So one thing I was really going to touch on was our naturopathic doctors. They definitely provide nutritional support. We have also on our team a holistic nutritionist who's fantastic. So both of them, depending on what you're looking for, both of them can help you with dietary, supplement, and lifestyle recommendations to help with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's to get to the root cause of a problem, or just to take a proactive approach to your health, or like to energize, to sleep better, to feel less anxious. There's so many things like that. But as a new mom, like especially in today's day and age right now with what's going on in the world, like lots of people are choosing kind of not to go to their medical doctors with their children, because sometimes the medical doctors won't even see the babies anymore unless they're due for like vaccines. But if you want to have just well child checks where you can come in and like ask questions just general about development, get the baby weighed and measured, talk about any concerns. Our naturopathic doctors do offer those well child checks and do take those longer appointment times to really like care for you, address your concerns, and that it's not just for the children. They can do it for you as well. Anything you're experiencing, they can kind of like talk through, provide recommendations, and help follow up. And then of course, in situations where it's indicated, they can do further testing, whether it's, allergies or sensitivities, or if there's any sort of underlying conditions, they're able to kind of like dig deeper and test for some of those things.
And I like that you say it's not just for the baby too, it's for the mom. And so as a nutritionist, I've helped a lot of moms and even ladies later in menopause or premenopause, because hormones can really, really mess things up.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like really, and if you're a woman, and even if you had PMS symptoms, you think that was bad, right? You just have a baby or go into menopause. So I think having that naturopath for that hormone support for the mom, for their mental health, because I know when hormones are out of whack, the mental health takes a toll. And I think like it literally is so important. And then also that iron. I think there's a lot of women who are iron deficient, and then they have their babies and they have extended periods of bleeding, and it's really not something that is addressed. And now they're so fatigued and they're not sleeping and they're low on iron and their nutrients are deficient and their hormones are off, and they're taking their baby to the appointment, but they forgot about themselves.
100%. And that's such a huge thing, is that postpartum kind of like depletion period. Mm-hmm. And we make it really easy. All of the supplements that like are most common that we work with, that we find are the most beneficial to women going through these things, we sell on site. So you can come in for your appointment and pick up whatever you need on the way out. And we do offer virtual appointments as well, because sometimes coming in might not be possible, and we can definitely still help out wherever you are.
Oh, that's perfect. I love that. Any other tips and tricks you'd like to add so that people can understand that they can own an empire and be a super mom and be perfect health?
There's a lot to it. There's gonna be those tough days, but you just gotta like keep on pushing through. Don't neglect that self-care. It's really, really important. And I know I struggle with this all the time myself, being a mom and being a business owner. But you can do it. You just have to believe in yourself and do your self-care, take that time, exercise, eat well, drink water, get your sleep, and that's it. Otherwise, definitely check us out. Our website is thewombvon.ca, and you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram for all sorts of tips and tricks for anything to do with not only that pregnancy and postpartum period, but just general, family care across a whole range of things. You can follow us at The Womb Von on both Facebook and Instagram, and we post all sorts of useful information there as well.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm so grateful for you and your specialized knowledge and your specialized team and what you guys are creating. So thank you for what you're up to. I appreciate you, and thank you so much for coming on and sharing your knowledge today.
Thank you. Thank you again for having me. And yeah, wishing everyone a wonderful day.
Yeah, and make sure you check out the Womb Fawn, guys, because it may be common. It's not normal. Let's live our best lives. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Bye.